with us from Mount Pleasant, Michigan, Kelly Short Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Central Michigan Chippewas. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. Kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Here he comes with the return. And the ball is loose on the return. Just seconds into this game, we already have a turnover and haven't even snapped one from scrimmage. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the red zone, it's Frazier. There's a crease. Touchdown, Georgia! The running attack gets it done and produces 6. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
It doesn't start much better than this. You want to get the juices going. You want to get the ground game going. How about first play, run the football right down their throat and get the touchdown?
And they told us, David, they wanted to come into this game and establish the line of scrimmage. They wanted to exert themselves as the more physical unit throughout this contest. And you saw a phenomenal push up front and then great open field running by that guy, taking it the distance.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Townsend. Breaks into the open. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Good, solid tackle.
Tell you what, that read game really slows you down defensively, kind of makes you play responsibility football. And when you get chunks like that on first down as an offense, I would continue to come back to it.
Back to pass, it's Flores. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that round. Good coverage.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Blue.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The run inside. It's Townsend. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Chippewas line up to punt it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll send the tight end in motion. He breaks a tackle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty cost the D 15 yards and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Frazier. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Making side adjustments here. To throw, it's Stockton. Escapes the pressure to his right. Hauls it in. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They'll go with a direct snap. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Here comes the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. Nice effort by the tight end.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Takes the easy one to the back. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss, trying to get that first.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He wants to throw it again. He's got him in the flat. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense...
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with.
Caught, and he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, ready. 38, go!
Trying play action. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to throw, it's Flores. Under fire. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now, they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. With the big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Townsend. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
He's got the back in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. He's looking to throw. Setting up the screen. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the North Texas Mean Green.
Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Frazier again. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Makes the grab in their space. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Yeah, and that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And the Dogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Frazier again. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quick strike complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Gets the back moving. Here's Nate Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the returner will be brought down. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Here on the Chippewa sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, it's Flores. Gonna let it fly. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down...
There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog. And the punishment has been extended.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Snags it quickly on the left. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. They've gotten off to a great start with a season-opening victory. Let's take a look at what's on the schedule for next week. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
Defense way over-eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. The option look. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Chippewas are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Townsend. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder.
Makes a grab and room to run. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. The Chippewas, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. He's brought down quickly. Gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you've seen the last two plays now. This guy's versatility. You've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give on the option. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
Makes the grab. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Chippewas come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll take it himself. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Looking to pass. It's Flores. Now adjusting. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Chippewas.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One more play to pad the stats. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season. Finally